Hello everyone, welcome back to Bangtan News. Today this time we will take you through one of the most beautiful and emotional moments ever seen by BTS's Jungkook, who is currently serving his military service as a cook in the Jungkook 5th Infantry Division. This young member of BTS is not only famous for his talent and charm in the midst of a harsh conscription routine. Jungkook has managed to get noticed not only in army times but also in joint soldier times. In the year 2024, when Jungkook first entered the military barracks, many wondered if idols were able to adapt to a military environment far from the real world, but it remains a doubt so lost. When Jungkook first entered the military barracks, many wondered if idols were able to adapt to a military environment far from the world. Jung's cookbook fulfills the obligations of an incredible heart and work ethic. Amazing. Jung's cookbook never fails to meet challenges with determination that proves that he is worth more than stars. K-pop cookbook. Jungkook receives criticism as a cook in the barracks. Criticism, it may be different than for a big star, but with his creativity and passion, Jungkook has to accept an unforgettable taste for his colleagues. Every dish he serves. Skeptical of family relationships from home. A senior cook who was initially thought of as a token of gratitude and appreciation for the most important story is how Jungkook helped with his duties despite being often overlooked by senior fellow soldiers who initially thought of it as his ability to be inspired by Jungkook's persistence and heart-making attitude. And his dedication in the end made Jungkook get a special place in the hearts of every soldier. In my barracks, in the middle of Jungkook's routine, who was constantly looking for ways to calm the atmosphere. BTS hit songs and other popular songs. The story of the supposedly serious barracks immediately turned into a warm and full of laughter of the soldiers, who ended up feeling like they were enjoying Jungkook's personal relationship, making unforgettable moments together and cheerful. Military life is full of challenges. Jungkook had to face heavy physical training and harsh conditions from his family and experiences around the world, yet he always tries to keep his spirit up and set a positive example. In difficult times, he is often seen sitting alone in his solitude, experiencing the tension and suspense that inspires him. This is one of the most frequent things that happens with entrepreneurs who have doubts. Now that Jung cooks with strength as a main course, he never feels a special need, for he is always the first in line and the last to show up at the training ground. This makes it a taste hormone not only as a main course but also as Jungkook's main course. The story of military life has been an introduction that hard work and perseverance of the heart can bring positive changes to U.S. soldiers around the world are now increasingly proud and can't wait for Jungkook's return to the world. Music brings valuable learning and learning from the military struggle that inspires friends to the world about others every night. After completing Global, the stories not only motivated the writers, but also built a close relationship between them that was not much different from his peers. Again, inspired by BTS's struggle to win, from the story they found that Jungkook was a person who had also experienced ups and downs but remained strong and worked hard. For many young entrepreneurs in the barracks, Jungkook became a real example of how dreams can be realized with persistence and hard work. Point 1. An interesting story that continues to be discussed in the barracks is when Jungkook made homemade bread as a surprise to celebrate the birthday of one of his works at the limited materials and equipment in the barracks kitchen. Jungkook cooks with difficulty, making delicious bread to make birthday bread. It turns out how much Cook cares about the people around him. This book is a special moment that makes the atmosphere of the barracks more warm and peaceful. Jungkook and his warm attitude has made a big change in everyday life in the barracks. Colleagues, his co-workers, consider that after waking up in the morning they wake up with a new spirit of sharing tasks with each other compactly and helping each other. Other books written by Jung are cookbooks. Cookbooks also contain repeated memoirs about the events that came before. Every moment is an opportunity to learn to deal with this. Becomes a mantra that gives strength to the soldier, especially in the middle of training and tasks that hinder progress. The burden of the cook is still not mastering values such as stress, humility, and mutual support. All this builds a positive environment that is rarely seen in military life. The story of Jungkook during his military service inspired many outside the barracks. From a superstar in the music world, he has turned into a true hero figure in the eyes of his colleagues and even the commanders. What was initially skeptical now considers him a role model who has an outstanding work ethic and attitude. Jungkook not only helps his duties but also exerts a great influence on his work environment and mutual respect, which is rare in the lives of principled employees for the army. Jungkook's employee life story is an inspiration spawned when he returned to the music world with the band BTS, believing that the learning done in the barracks will make him mature both as an idol and as a person. This story tells us that a true star opens up to those who only smile a little on stage but who are able to make a positive impact on the people who are around the world. Will always look forward to Jungkook with a sense of pride and love. His military story will continue to be discussed not only as the story of the struggle of soldiers who fought in the army but also as the story of the struggle of hard work and passion. Can be a light that illuminates the surrounding environment with his dedication and bloody hard work in the barracks. Jungkook has taught us that facing us there, we can become the best version of ourselves. His military experience proves that everyone can bring positive changes to his environment. For Jungkook's military duty is not only a challenge but also an opportunity to grow and learn more about life. The songs that became hits around the world will continue to be played until his return to the world of music with a new passion and inspiration that he will provide with the world. Until then, we will always remember that Jungkook is an example of a happy life coming from a sincere, true attitude, perseverance, and peace of heart. That's the horror story of the 5th Infantry Division that made the hearts of many people. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this moment. Write a comment about what you